the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
2 people arrested and a weapon recovered. Coming up on DC News Now at noon, what police are saying about an early morning shooting. And Commanders fallout just a day after the Washington football team announced a potential change in ownership, what that could mean for the future of the franchise. And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us with the latest check on the forecast. And Damon, we continue to see a warmer start to November.
That's right, Mark. Those temperatures are extremely comfortable, and yeah, some folks would definitely call them warm as well. And part of the reason for the warm up already, the sunshine, it has returned in force, and it looks like it's here to stay. Now, just how warm are those temperatures going to get as we go toward the weekend? We'll let you know here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, we'll check back. Developing now, we're following a shots fired incident in Washington, D.C. Police tell DC News Now that it happened in a 1300 block of Green Court. Take a look at this video from a Twitter user who reported hearing gunshots early this morning. You can see a heavy police presence, and police say that the original call came in at the 1300 block of Massachusetts Avenue. No victims were found during a search. They found several shell casings, and a weapon was also recovered in the 1300 block of Green Court. We're told that 2 people were arrested. Developing now, the Washington Commanders making headlines again. This after reports that the team is potentially being sold and now criminally investigated. The attorney representing the team issued a statement to ESPN that confirms the investigation that's looking at alleged financial crimes. Now, in that statement, they called the allegations falsehoods and said given the announcement about the team possibly being sold, more reviews will be made and that agencies looking into the team will find that no laws have been broken. The attorneys point to an interview, an internal review that was done that found the allegations of financial impropriety are untrue.
Several little milestones have happened over the last several years that I think we kind of underestimated in real time. I think Virginia turning from 100% yes support bipartisan to the fact they wouldn't even vote in the state legislature on getting the Commanders a new stadium, I think was a massive blow to him.
Yeah, the investigation really piles onto others happening for the team and owner Dan Snyder. Snyder is being investigated by the league, and the House Oversight Committee will continue to stay on this story. Well, as the Snyder sale continues to develop over the next couple of days, the team still has to play a game this week. DC News Now's Alex Flum spoke with players about how they're handling yet another off-field distraction.
We got football games to play, you know. It's noise around every team, you know. More so for us, but you got to block it out, you know what I mean? I'm going to go out there and block my defender next week. That's how I focus on it. I got to compartmentalize.
An ownership change would obviously impact the players and coaches, but they say they're not worrying about it.
That's been kind of talk around town for a while now, and I think Coach Rivera does a really good job of keeping that away from us.
Something that I'm going to term as interesting, and I think the guys will understand that. They also understand that they don't know a lot about what's going on, and so they'll stay focused, hopefully, on getting ready for Minnesota.
We really don't pay attention a lot to the outside noise because we have so much stuff we have to do inside the facility, to win games. So, we really we stay at the task at hand, got the blinders on, and that's how we rocking there.
On the field, the Commanders have won each of their last 3 games, and some fans seem to be celebrating today's reports just as much, if not more, than the win streak.
The fans have had a unique experience over the course of these years, and I just think we have a chance to really give them something to cheer for this Sunday, and so I think that's what we're going to try to do.
And it's no surprise that fans across the DMV have weighed in on the possible sale since the news broke. Many took to social media to express their feelings. Most of the posts are excited over the idea of a sale and the team being run by someone other than Dan Snyder. But how are people on the streets reacting? Well, we spoke to some passionate fans about the game and the standards expected in the team and the district. Activist and athlete Felicia Donaldson plays for the women's football team DC Divas, and she says change is needed.
Right now, the team has been sullied continuously, season after season, scandal after scandal, from everything from the harassment. It's just really negative right now. So I think that if this happens and we get new ownership, this will be great, especially for women who are fans of the team.
And we'll continue following the possible sale as more details become available. In other Commanders news, D.C. police announced that a 17-year-old boy has been arrested accused of shooting running back Brian Robinson Jr. back in August. Police chief says that the teenager was 16 years old when the crime took place. According to police, he faces charges for the assault on Robinson while attempting to rob him. Investigators are still looking for 2 other suspects who were involved.
It troubles my heart. Every single time I have to respond to one of these scenes and see our young people either as victim or suspect, just like in this case with Mr. Robinson that we're talking about today. Parents, we need parents to do their job too.
Again, there are 2 other suspects in this case, and take a look. This is one of them. The other was driving a getaway car.
I will go forward knowing that you are going to a maximum security prison with other murderers, much tougher than you are. A prison where you will spend the rest of your miserable life having to look over your shoulder, worried about every single minute of your day, of your life.
We'll continue our coverage on the Parkland shooter trial. Families who lost loved ones in the shooting criticized Nikolas Cruz for 2 days of his sentencing. The insults hurled at Cruz included calling him evil, a coward, and even subhuman. Cruz was sentenced to life in prison without parole, avoiding the death penalty. In the district, earlier this week, the D.C. City Council unanimously passed a major update to the city's criminal code, but the bill is unlikely to make it past the mayor's desk and into law. Last night, Mayor Muriel Bowser said that while she agrees with the majority of what's in the bill, she's unlikely to sign it. Mayor says that she opposes a provision to guarantee a jury trial for anyone who faces jail time. She also believes that there's a judge shortage and the bill would clog the D.C. Superior Court. Supporters of the bill feel the change is necessary to fix old language and say it will make the justice system more equitable and less reliant on incarceration. Well, this week's vote was the first of 2 before the bill is sent to the mayor's desk. The second is scheduled to happen between 2 and 4 weeks from now. Well, new this afternoon, DC Health Link is working to connect community members with health insurance. An information session was held at Freedom Plaza this morning. Our Lex Juarez was at the event, and she has more on the story.
Well, you can see it happening behind me, an information session that's being held at Freedom Plaza. Now, on top of the on-site enrollment and free health screenings, the event also celebrates 10 years of DC Health Link's state-based health insurance. Under the Affordable Care Act, over 100,000 residents are insured through either the individual or small business marketplace. The option for residents helped cut the district's uninsured rate in half.
We have 27 different health plans from CareFirst, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Kaiser Permanente. And thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act, we have premiums as low as $11 a month.
Open enrollment for the insurance is happening right now and will be ongoing until the end of January of next year. In Washington, Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Early voting is underway in the district as voters begin to cast their ballots in this year's midterms. With less than a week until Election Day, DC is reporting the number of ballots they've received and how they've been submitted. Nearly 60,000 people have cast their votes, with the largest portion of voters submitting them through the mail. There are more than 500,000 registered voters in DC overall. DC early voting closes on Sunday.